Christmas Eve, a night of warmth, joy, and family gatherings. But in one small, unsuspecting home, the festive spirit was shattered by a chilling encounter. This was no visit from Santa Claus, it was something far more sinister. It began in the early hours of Christmas Eve. The aunt, staying in the basement room, was startled awake by the sound of the door handle rattling. She thought it might be one of the family members needing the bathroom. But something about the sound was off. She froze as she heard deliberate footsteps approaching her bed. Paralyzed with fear, she noticed a faint Centros water all mixed with stale flowers. And then, she saw it. A figure, shrouded in a bridal veil, hovering in the doorway. It wasn't Jolly. It wasn't Fat. It wasn't Santa. At breakfast, the aunt recounted her terrifying experience, but her words were met with laughter. Her family teased, dismissing it as a figment of her imagination. But the aunt's response sent a chill through the room. She was adamant this was no prank and no earthly visitor. That night, the family's disbelief was put to the test. Awoken by a loud noise, the narrator stared at their alarm clock. 1 a.m. The rattling of the door handle pierced the silence. But this time, it wasn't just one voice. It was a group. "Should we break it?" whispered a male voice. "Quick, grab the handle," hissed a female voice. Paralyzed with fear, the narrator could see the door handle twisting violently, though the door was unlocked. And then, as suddenly as it started, the noise stopped. Silence filled the room. The intruders, whoever or whatever they were, had vanished. The next morning, the family contacted the police, hoping for an explanation, but no reports of break-ins had been filed in the area that Christmas Eve. The officer was polite but dismissive. Nothing unusual had happened, yet the family knew there was more to this than met the eye. Desperate for answers, the family called upon a spiritualist to cleanse the house as the sage burned, filling the room with thick, acrid smoke. The spiritualist moved deliberately, their voice calm but firm. The family watched, their hope resting on this final act of defiance. "This house carries a dark energy," the spiritualist warned. "Even on a night as holy as Christmas Eve, the barrier between worlds is fragile." To this day, the family wonders who or what tried to enter their rooms on that fateful Christmas Eve. Was it the spirit of someone lost, or something far more malevolent? Whatever the answer, one thing is certain: Christmas Eve will never feel the same again. Some gifts are best left unopened,